Hey everybody, this is Jared from Disc Golf Cool Cats, and today we'll be bringing you a disc golf review of the Latitude 64 Striker in the Goldline plastic. Now, Goldline is Latitude 64's premium plastic, which you could compare to Star if you're an Innova player, or ESP if you're a Discraft player. As far as stats go, the Striker has a speed of 9, a glide of 5, turn of -1, and a fade of 2 on the Innova scale. This was pretty surprising, the speed of 9, as I had always assumed that the Striker was a fairway driver, having a speed of 7-ish, more like a T-bird, because that's what it felt like to me. Granted, mine was used when I bought it, so it's a little bit beaten in, not as stable as first purchase, but overall the disc seemed to be in pretty good quality. I would say that it probably had been thrown about 15 times tops. The disc has a pretty good feel to it. It's got a nice flat top with a little bit of a rim on the inside, not too thick. It works well for straight backhands with a little fade. Mine is a little bit used, so if I throw it flat, it'll flip over on me. But just a little bit of hyzer, and this thing will go pretty straight. It's similar to the Innova Viking, or a Valkyrie almost, with the speed and glide. The Viking having a speed of 9, glide of 4, turn -1, and fade of 2. And I would tend to agree with this. The first disc that I really fell in love with was the Valkyrie that I got, a Champion Valk. I think it was about 167 grams, something a little bit lighter than max weight. I liked that, and then I moved on to a T-bird, and then I just went back and forth between the two. So this Striker really fits in with my niche that I like to throw. I've moved on to a little bit more stable discs, so the Striker, if you throw it with some more hyzer, still works out great for me, and I think it's a good disc for any intermediate player. Talking a little bit more about the Goldline plastic, I actually really am liking this plastic as of recent. I never really threw any Latitude 64 stuff, but I just a couple discs ended up in my local disc shop or sports shop used bin, and I picked them up for pretty cheap, and they're really nice. I can't tell whether it feels like Star or almost like TI. I've never really been a big fan of TI. The grip's always been weird for me, but it's like a mix of the two almost, in which it gets the really nice grip from Star, and then just a little bit more durability like TI has. It's a really nice plastic. I like Latitude 64 now. I've been kind of my top 3 drivers are all Latitude 64 right now. They're a great company out of Sweden, of course, and yeah, they have some really great stuff. So I'll put the link to the store down in the description. They have some really cool stuff, and there's some little situational discs that they have that no one else seems to offer. So with all that talking out of the way, let's go to the field and test out the Striker. All in all, the Striker does what it's supposed to, being a stable control and distance driver. I would say it's more of a bit of a fairway driver than a distance driver, although I'm sure if you really crank this thing, it'll go pretty far with that nice glide. I would say that this disc is great for any beginner or even intermediate players who just like having a nice flat distance driver that feels really good in their hand, and it's got some good durability to it as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. This is actually my first ever disc golf review, so leave me a comment down below on any improvements or things that you liked about it. I'm hoping to do some more discs, some Innova, some Discraft, kind of just vary it up a little bit and try to get a couple more out. So this has been Jared. I'll see you guys in the next video.